So right about here, I'm hoping is about 15 yards. Let's find out. About 16, maybe like one step forward. 15 on the dot. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So this right here is the brand new Vortex Impact 1000 rangefinder. Right? It's a laser rangefinder, and it fits in more of their budget line of optics. Now what's really cool about this is that it's just under $200, has an excellent battery life, and really simple features that allow it to have a feature-packed kind of budget-friendly option, and it's a very useful tool. Whether you're doing close range, you need to set yourself up at certain distances to train for a competition or just kind of better your skills, or if you want to go long range, this is something you really should have in your range bag, and it's available right on Amazon. I'll put links down below. So let's talk about the features here, get some more shooting in. So here she is, nice and lightweight, very nice to be able to take to the range or throw into a range bag. Ruggedized, you have rubberized coating all around, nice black accent here, some OD green, rubberized end cap for the battery. This is a CR2 3-volt little battery here, a little lithium. All right, nice and waterproof, very similar to any kind of scope you might see. Definitely don't go scuba diving with it, but there is a various level of waterproofing here, water resistance, and it does have a adjustment here to focus in on your target because it does have a 6x magnification, which is great. It's almost like kind of a basic spotting scope if you just want to look at some quick magnified kind of looks at your target or whatever you're trying to range. That is a nice feature to have, a little 6x at your hand. Up top here, you have the measure and menu. We'll go into the features here in a minute and show you kind of what it looks like when you're looking through the site here. But measure, you can choose. You can go, there's a scanning mode as well as view in either yards or in meters. And you can just click it to lock. So you have it right on screen and you can lock which one you're looking at. So you can push it every time you want to kind of lock to see what it is and it'll stay on screen. Or you can hold it and scan it. And it takes about a second, so you can scan. Every second it'll rescan what you're looking at. So it's pretty quick, honestly, to kind of keep up with what you're looking at, so you get a good accurate distance view of what you're looking at. Menu here, there's a couple different menu options we'll talk about here in a second. On the front here, you have your laser right here, as well as the actual optic right there. So this is how it works. It uses a laser to check your distance, and it goes out to 1,000 yards, which is very nice, hence the Impact 1000. So I didn't see how long the battery lasts. It wasn't really listed on the Vortex website anywhere, but I've been using it for about 3 months now, almost actually, and I've been taking it to the range almost every time I go, and I've been using it for various purposes to kind of just range out, whether I'm doing in a pistol bay or if I'm at long range. It's worked really well, and it's still at full battery according to the screen, so I don't think battery's gonna be too much of a problem. I guess it's hard to tell because this thing has a quick sleep mode. As soon as you're not using it, it'll go into sleep and you have to push it again. It takes about 3 seconds to come back on. So that's nice. So you don't have to really worry about the battery too much at all, but just go ahead and get a couple of those spare batteries just in case. A couple of other specs on here, 1,000 yards, like I mentioned, for reflective targets. So reflective targets, think like steel targets out on a range, because then if you're looking at trees, it's about 800 yards. If you're looking at maybe like a deer or an animal, you're about 500 yards, and that's just due to the fact of the nature of what you're looking at and what the laser is capable of ranging. It comes in at a weight of 5.5 ounces. The range of temperature, just because I know you guys are curious, is actually, they listed on the website in Celsius, which is interesting. So it's actually negative 10 degrees Celsius to 55 degrees Celsius. So you might have to do some math on that one. So good wide range, typical kind of scope functionality there, electronic kind of range there on when it will function. So if you're in frozen tundra, it might slow down or not work. If it's scorching hot or in the sun, it'll probably cut off as well, just like a typical electronic might. So now for the features of this. All right, so you have your measure and your menu button up top here. So on the measure side here, all you do is click it once. It comes on to the previous setting, whether you do the LOS or the HCD that we'll talk about. And all you have to do is put the crosshairs on your target. So for example, at 100 yards, a reflective target, you just go ahead and click it and it'll go ahead and just simply read where you're at, and it'll lock in on the screen what you're looking at. Click it again, it'll change to where you're looking at again. You can hold to scan. It scans it every about 1 second, so it takes a little bit of a delay, but every second it's scanning, so it's not too bad, kind of getting an accurate reading for you. Hit the menu button, and then you can choose between yards or meters. And then also on your menu button, you have a choice between LOS, which is line of sight with the angle correction already on there, and that's on the bottom of the screen, or you can switch to HCD, which is horizontal corrected distance, so it's already taking into account the angle measurement. And to switch back and forth, you actually just go ahead and select which one you want and then leave it on that screen for about 30 seconds. That's one of the caveats of this. It takes about 30 seconds to actually officially switch back over to whichever one you want. It'll turn off the unit, turn on again, it'll be locked onto your new setting, either HCD or LOS. And of course that battery is on the bottom as well, and there's a nice full battery on here. Such a neat little tool to have. I really prefer leaving it on that HCD setting and just kind of have it on there. I think that works really the best for me, but those two settings are very nice to have, whether you want to take into account the angle or not, or let it autocorrect for you. And what's really cool is it's just a quick, easy tool to use, and again, that affordability is nice, under $200. I'll put links down below. It's right on Amazon. Vortex makes some really good stuff, and of course this is backed by their lifetime warranty as well, so if anything ever happens to it, they'll take care of it for you. But it's nice to be able to go ahead and range, and it's that quick. It says 25 yards, so if you want to have some fun at 25 yards, see if you can make hits with this pistol here. It's just a nice practice tool to have, really easy to use, and just nice and lightweight. And I'm definitely going to be keeping it in my range bag going forward. If not, just to check your sights on what you're actually hitting too, because 6X, just in a small package like this, it's not like a 60 power long range scope or anything like that to kind of check your actual, what you're hitting, but 6X will really help out. So, and it has a nice focus ring as well, which is good. So, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I know it's kind of a short and quick one, but it's just that simple of a product to use, and it's just a really nice, very nicely made rangefinder. So again, links down below. If you have any questions at all, hit them down below in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. As always, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button below. It really helps the channel out. Make sure you go ahead, head on over to Instagram, follow us there, like us on Facebook for all the latest and greatest deals of the internet, like if this goes on sale, and we'll see you guys in the next review. 2 out of 3.